shape emerges from the lava. And as it does so, you can all see this humanoid-looking shape. It has a metallic appearance. There are cracks moving throughout it, and you can see what appears to be flame crackling and dancing around this humanoid shape. It holds up this massive hammer, and it extends its arm, pointing the hammer out towards Iris. And anybody that glances at Iris, you can see fire dancing in her eyes.
You are familiar to me.
I look towards everyone else, and then I realize the hammer is pointing towards me. Does this creature or this being feel familiar to me?
Do you think it does?
I think inherently there are some sort of there are spiritual bonds between arcanists and the Arcanum, because otherwise it would be much harder to find them and much harder to kind of link with these ancient beings. I think that we have to go searching for them, yes, but I do believe that there is some sort of a bond.
Then you tell us. How do you feel?
It is a similar but stronger feeling than in the cave. My entire body feels as though it is warm, except now it feels as though it is on fire. I feel like there is some sort of a tether that no one can really see between myself and this being. I look to the being and I say, "What is your name?"
It has been some time since I have been here. Since I do not remember my name. This place, it is strange. It is different. But I remember this. I have been here before. It is as if something called to me. Was this you?
Do you recall the cave? The cave of ice?
The cold. The distant calling. Your voice. Yes. It is you.
This tall creature lays its hammer at its side and begins to stride towards you. As it does, the lava flow changes. It follows the steps of this creature. And this sort of tinny sound lands with each of its steps. As it gets closer, you can tell it's quite tall and imposing. Maybe over 15 feet tall. It's approaching the entire group. And it is moving closer to Iris. What are the rest of you doing?
I'll ready my shield, but I won't try to be menacing. Just prepared.
Whoa, what's happening?
I'm not sure.
Do we think this is a friend?
Iris, do you something going on?
I have reason to believe that they are an Arcanum.
This Arcanum, yes, it. I am not what I was. I am changed. But what you say holds weight. I remember this hammer in my hands. The heat. The forge.
Iris, I'll be honest. I kind of skipped over the tutorial text about Arcanum. What exactly are they?
Well, it varies. Some of them are ancient spirits of the land itself, and some are ancient spirits of incredibly notable figures in history.
I remember there was an event quest for one before. This kind of seems similar. Like, you don't just have it, it's talking and stuff. He's talking and stuff? Hammer things, talking and stuff.
You say that you remember this place. Are you from here? Ilanshu?
Ilanshu. It does not sound right. Your words confuse me. I know of this place, but it is different. What has happened?
The civilization fell long ago. It was the third elven civilization.
No. No, it cannot be thus. You must be mistaken.
Do we have a newspaper we can give him?
Were there articles written back then?
I don't know. What day do you think it is? Or year?
I do not know. I do not know where or when I am. You say this place Ilanshu.
We definitely signed a contract getting that buggy thing, didn't we? There's probably a date on it that we can show.
And I kind of fumble around in the buggy. Do we have the contract with us?
I don't have any pockets.
I imagine that you would, yeah. You do know the year. It's 666 SM.
I'll open my inventory and pull the contract out and unfurl it and present it to the Arcanum so it can see. We just signed this a few hours ago.
I cannot read this. It is strange. The words are different. What language is this?
That's a good question.
Uh,
Common!
What language are we speaking?
Isn't it Regalian?
Regalian Common!
Regalian. The language. The language of the far west.
I mean, that much is true, right? Because this is expansion land in the east.
mm. Okay. And I turn to Iris. Iris. What do we do? Is this our friend?
How does
I
it
turn
work?
back to him.
I do not have a name to refer to you as. But I would ask if you would lend your aid, perhaps, to us.
This creature gets closer to you.
Does it get warmer as it does?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
It's significantly hotter. It's like, and you've been traveling now through Lanshu for a while, and you're used to, like, you know, lava flows and such, and getting too close to them is just, you know, overwhelmingly hot. And it feels a lot like that. Iris, for you, feels the same. It gets closer, and it kneels down. And you can feel, everybody else can feel this, like, it's blisteringly hot. It's not hot enough where you can't stand it, but it's like the hottest day you've ever experienced.
I recede back into Moon's helmet a tiny bit.
You okay up there, Bo?
Yes, I think. Oof. Crikey.
Are my eyebrows still there?
Yes.
Good. And I look directly at the Arcanum. And then I look at Iris, and then I look back at the Arcanum. Can I ask you your name?
I do not remember.
Would you like one?
Oh,
What? You can't remember? We can't call him I cannot remember.
well, that's kind of rude.
What do you mean?
This one knows.
This creature extends a hand, and it's quite large, as you can imagine. And it places its hand down in front of you, Iris. And looking at it, it looks like it would be insane to touch this hand. It's partially on fire. You see rivulets of molten lava traveling through it. But you do not feel overwhelming heat from this creature, just a warmth.
I will glance to the Arcanum's eyes, and I will carefully place a hand on his.
This one knows.
As you touch this creature's hand, there are flashes that begin to make their way through your mind. You see a different landscape before you. You see forest and trees. You see birds making their way across the skies. in droves. You can see town before you. Thriving elven city over the top of the ruins of Alanshu. There is a volcano that you can see in the distance, matching the landscape that you saw. And you see a forge. There are people watching, elves that seem to be marveling at someone working the forge. There's the sound of a hammer ringing. Bong, 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 bong. You can see this normal-sized elf, and you recognize them. They have fiery red hair. They work the forge. A gleaming set of silver armor rests on an armor stand nearby. As this broad-shouldered, very buff-looking elf probably looks like as if an elf was a bodybuilder. Like it doesn't quite fit with the body, you know? Like they broke their body type when they did this to themselves. They're covered in soot. And they have a crown upon their head. The only evidence that tells you that they are royalty. Several elves watch and exclaim this beautiful artwork that is crafted in this forge. It's not weapons. It looks like some sort of piece to a sculpture. Maybe it looks like a relief made of metal and stone. And it's a piece. It's big enough to be maybe like a very large piece in a chess set almost. But it's sculpted and beautiful. And there is just some fine work being done with this much smaller hammer. It almost looks like a jewelry hammer as the finer pieces are getting hammered out. And this person turns towards you and holds his piece up. There. It is done. I think this is the last one. The elves around begin to clap. It is beautiful, sir. Beautiful, your highness. Yet again, you have impressed us all. As they all begin to clap, you feel the same warmth, like you're part of the audience here. And this king walks towards you. And extends the same hand. And in that hand, you see the figure. And you know immediately it is you.
Thank you. And I will reach towards the figure.
You are welcome, Iris.
And you are kind, Vulcanar.
Yes. Vulcanar.
The image begins to fade all around you.
That was my name. You have brought me back.
How is that possible?
I do not know. But I look around at this place, and it makes me sad. Where are my people?
My ears kind of turn down a bit. And I'll look towards the others. We haven't seen anyone else here.
They are gone then.
Perhaps the time that you remember is from very long ago.
I do not know what my purpose is, or why I am here. Will you help me find it?
Of course. Will you journey with us, Vulcanar? King of Embers?
Ah, yes. I hope that we may find this together.
I will take my staff and begin to channel energy through it. It begins to glow, but instead of the normal iridescent opalescent kind of colors, it glows as though it is a flame. The petals become these spurts of flame out the sides of the branches. And I will place my hand on my chest. That orb of dull purple light that we've seen before comes out of my chest and floats into the air. A fragment of my soul. And I will look to Vulcanar for permission.
Giant head inclines towards you.
I will take my hand and I will place it underneath his chin, holding his face to look up at me. For we are equals. And an orb of bright, red, flaming light is produced from his chest, floating upward and intertwining with mine. Our souls are now bound to each other.
We are bound.
The shape of Vulcanar proceeds into the orb.
Now, that was a cool side quest. Or, I guess, class quest?
I don't know. And I will
Say.
reach up, taking the orb and putting it into my chest. Yes, Bo?
You have others like that, don't you? Do they talk too?
Judikara?
Mm-hmm.
She's a bit of a quiet one. But I seem to remember some sort of a conversation at one point.
Can your fiery buddy talk now?
Not unless I summon him.
Is he listening right now?
I do not know.
Okay.
Are we all alright? Have we refueled? Do we need to head out?
I'm okay. Are you okay? What? I mean, what happened?
I am very tired.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was a lot.
Iris, how about you go back in the buggy, and just have a rest and have a sit.
Indeed. I will. I'm sorry, everyone.
Did that cost mana?
Indeed.
Hey, Moon, I'll join you at the front and help you drive.
Okay. We should probably find a source of water.
I mean, this whole time I've been trying to cast a glacier spell and condense it down to provide fuel to get us to the lake, if there's a lake.
Yeah,
it's very hot here. I don't know if it's evaporated.
Might be a fire lake.
Well, one of the things, like the using the glaciate spell is like, I think you notice it's probably like significantly harder because you're pulling like water vapor from the air, right? So like it's probably like it's really like you really have to concentrate to cast the spell. It's still working. There's still water vapor in the air. It's just like noticeably more difficult for you.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do the whole time.
So finding the sources of the water is like makes your job significantly easier. You manage to get the water together that you need. We'll say that if you are, you did, because I think last session you did find like the river, basically like a small river that you were able to get some water from. So I won't have you like waste mana on a spell here because you did find one. Because your travel roll was good for the group. You're able to just, refuel basically. That intense heat that was there before definitely like died down after the bonding happened.
All right, I think I did what I could. Just don't slam it down and pedal to the metal, so to speak, because I don't think I'll be able to conjure much here.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Pace ourselves.
Yeah.
Right. Well, if we have to conserve, then we will.
It's not about have to. I mean, it is a have to situation. There's nothing here for me to pull from the source. So, down heels, let up off the pedal, let it roll.
Right.
Cover the brake.
We've got this under control. Don't worry.
I appreciate your optimism.
I reach over and I pat Enders on the back.
Look at my hands, they're all like soot and ash. It's a lot harder than you expect. All right, let's go.
I'll hop into the front with Moon.
Yeah.
Onwards, driver!
And I almost floor it, but then I remember. Oh. Right.
Yeah, I bite my lip as I watch the gauge flop up. Yep.
I know. I stop myself. And I take it at a very soft pace moving forward. Is this okay?
Yes, that's great. Keep it there.
Oh, I can't avoid this bump, guys. Sorry.
Whoa. Whoa.
It's fine.
All right. Travel continues.
Could you please at least drive off the gravel?
I'm trying to find a smooth path.
You follow the small river that Enders has found along the way. Heading, I believe your intention was to go to Vermissa, yes? Okay. From Vermissa to go to Drakmore?
Yeah, after probably like a rest or stop.
Yeah. Okay. Let's bring you back over to the map here. And who would like to make me another travel roll?
Frank.
I'm not driving.
I'll do it. It's
Okay.
a travel roll. You're
So
part
it's-
of the travel.
This will be a D6.
2.
Okay,
Is that good?
it is. Yeah. So, you continue to follow the river, southeast. And as you continue to follow the river, we're going to assume that you probably take another break along the way to refuel. As you can see the river bend starting to like turn west, and you realize now that you're going to have to move away from the river. But in the far distance, you can see what appears to be some greenery. It's very far away. And you can also see this sort of open Badlands landscape. So you're kind of like, you know, like in a video game where the biomes are kind of blending together. You're kind of seeing something similar happen here. It's much more spread out. But you can see the ruins and ash of Alanshu start to change into more of a Badlands kind of area.
Is it more gradual, or is there like a scene where all of a sudden, bloop,
No,
biome change?
It's significantly more gradual.
Okay.
And the you are left with two options. Would you like to cross the Badlands, or would you like to get closer to the greenery?
Probably the greenery. 'Cause that means hydration.
Okay.
Sure.
So you're
It's
going to
not
head south first, effectively, towards the tree line.
Oh, trees! And I
Oh.
kind of veer towards the trees.
Sure. The terrain is going to get a little bit more difficult to navigate here. Because of the change in the landscape. The ash was both annoying and more convenient to drive on. The ash would fly up, you know, it would be very dusty, and it would probably keep flying into your faces. You were definitely going to have to keep like wiping your faces. It was really friggin' annoying. But it was a lot easier to kind of drive on. Now, as you're kind of making your way towards the tree line, there's like more bumps and less ash. And obviously it's significantly cooler now. You're getting much cooler winds blowing in as you can now make your way kind of like near the tree line. I'm assuming you don't want to drive into the forest.
Well, ideally not
Or do you?
into any trees. But yeah, probably not through a forest, but maybe if there's a clearing, something that kind of suggests that there's like a creek, maybe.
Okay. I'm going to need a group roll. This is going to be insight. Difficulty will be 12.
Oh, roll it.
Who wants to lead it?
I'll lead. Is
Alright.
it insight?
Insight, yes.
Okay. And the group check difficulty?
12.
12. Understood.
Oh, we're rolling as not our characters.
Oh.
We.
Well, yeah, it's because of the party thing again. Sorry.
Do you want me to
let
cancel it and then we'll redo it?
Yeah. I'll just put your tokens on the map real quick just so we can do that. Actually, can I do that? Let's do this. I shall just drag them in. Okay, there we go.
Fumble.
Uh-oh, I rolled a 5.
Jeepers.
Best travel roll ever.
Comes out early.
Well, this
This
isn't
is
a
all
travel
me,
roll.
huh? Okay.
You're doing great.
Woo! 12.
Oh, 12.
Success, baby.
Hell
Yeah. So, you're all like struggling to find the best path to take. Essentially, it's taking you a little while. You probably have to do that thing where you like circle around with the buggy, and finally you find you think you see some water, Iris, that you might be able to follow, like a river leading through the forest. You're kind of like trying to look through a forest from a distance, to try and figure out the best way to navigate. So it's going to take you like maybe half an hour or so to really narrow in on a path. And it is starting to get dark out.
Well, I believe I see something over there. Does that look to be water to you all?
Yes. And I start
Is it
with
blue?
the wheel.
It's getting quite dark. It's hard to tell.
Can't be sure then, can we?
I'll take the chance.
How far away are we from Vermissa?
Based on the insight check, because I'm not going to have you do another one, I'm going to say that you all kind of probably glance at your map to get an idea based on your surroundings. And this is part of that half hour, right? Just kind of like figuring out. You can tell that you're probably... It's hard to say like how easy it's going to be to travel through the forest, but you would assume a couple hours max.
Maybe we should probably set up camp near the water.
Agreed. And I pull up near the river and open the door, step out. Okay, is this water? Does it look like water?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
sweet. All right. This looks like a nice flat spot here. One of the only flat spots.
Sorry.
Whoa!
Sorry.
And there's a
Large
lot
bugs.
of crickets.
They're very
Crickets are
excited to
huge.
see us all.
I start
Apologies for
chasing-
any sound issues this session. I had to change all my sound settings.
The
Brad was
size
kind enough
of the
to
legs on that cricket.
Brad was kind enough to run OBS for us today. And all my sounds are wrong, so apologies.
Start chasing a moth.
Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be fine. Start taking stuff out of the buggy.
Sure
All the
enough.
sacks, all the heavy stuff. I'm like, all right, you guys just rest. I'll unload all this.
Oh no,
Need
no.
help?
I'll help. I'm helping.
Because if you do, He can help.
Oh,
What?
so can we.
Every team needs a foreman. That's what I'm doing right now.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
He's very good.
We only have
at
one
speaking.
tent, right?
Anybody remember how to make a fire? And I look at Iris.
I hold my hand up and it flares, and then I close it. Oh, you want that thing to come out and do it?
I mean, I just, cause you know, it just happened. But Enders, of course, if you
No,
want.
no, it's fine. I know.
No,
how
I didn't mean
to
that.
manage
I didn't
it.
mean it. But yeah.
I
no,
can
it's
start a
immense amount of
fire.
mana.
It's quite fine. It's quite fine. No, you definitely don't need the whole. You want to go
You
to
are quite
Vermissa,
skilled
not
at it.
Vermissa to come to us. Right? Not yet, at least.
Fine. And I sadly present my moth to Moon. Here you go.
Oh, and I take it.
It's super dead. Yeah.
Thank you. And I eat it.
Whoa. The whole thing?
Do you want me to go get you another one?
That would be great. Thank you very much.
That looked as though it tasted like powder. Does it taste like powder?
And there's a bunch of powder that just comes out of my mouth.
Oh, you could eat that and then blow out moth rings.
Oh,
I
it's
like to
chewing on
imagine-
sawdust.
As everyone's like getting camped together, I'm just running around in the background, back and forth, panning in and out of the scene, just catching moths for people.
We just see like a silhouette, like.
I'm picking like antenna out of my teeth. Like really dry popcorn. Not bad.
Oh, that's awful. I hate that so
Okay.
much.
I mean, what do we have? We have one tent. I can set up a pseudo hammock and sleep there. You guys can take the rest of you can take the tent, and I can serve as lookout
And I look at him.
up in the tree.
Always do this.
But it reminds me of home.
Well, okay, that's fair, but don't want to stay near the gang.
I mean,
You're
I'll
always
be
on
near
the
you. I'll be
lookout. You
abo-
can
I'll be
rest a
above
little.
you. I mean, I'll hang out, but when we sleep, I'll be up there.
Okay. I guess
I
it's
mean,
like
if you
a
want me down here,
crow's
just say
nest
so.
kinda.
I'll be down there. If you really want me down there, I can set the hammock up lower.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do that, and then I'll climb up the tree and undo it.
Yeah. Just like like there's good.
Oh, okay. Set it
Just
up
so
again.
so I could see it, because I feel like if you disappear into the darkness, I'll get anxious.
All right, fine.
Because up there is kind of like the closest you could be possibly to dragons, right? Are there dragons in this country?
I haven't seen one yet.
Okay, well, if
I
you
shrug.
see one, scream?
Also, they're probably more attracted to the fire than me. But anywho, all right, everything's set up down here. Let's
I
take out a
breathe a
bag
little
of
like anime
rations.
puff. Sorry, Anders?
Oh, I just got the bag of rations. There's tons of it.
Oh, I could use a whatever you got, and I just kind of extend a hand.
Yeah.
I would like to, at this point, use a pseudopod and steal whatever it is before Moon can take it.
Okay, that's
go to take a bite.
Dex.
Dex.
Yep, Moon Dex.
Slow
All right.
motion trying to take a bite out of this thing.
Yeah,
You
this
said
is
dex
just
dex.
Yeah, just
Wait.
yeah,
Just
you can
roll
just-
check. Okay.
yeah. Roll check.
What's the difficulty?
It could just be an open check. Don't worry about the difficulty.
Ooh.
Yeah, Bo snatches it.
Oh!
What is this?
It was jerky.
Jerkylicious.
You're a jerk.
Is
I
it
mumble something about a
completely-
jerk.
Dark out here, or is it like sunsetting? Like,
It's dusk.
okay,
I
so
think
we
I'm more
still
of a
see.
biltong slime.
I could always go hunt something. See what's around here. If you guys want to come with, you can. If not, that's cool. Unless you
Wait.
just want to eat dried.
No,
Whatever.
I will come with you. That sounds great. I've got a lot of energy. I feel like I could use it.
Anyone else?
I mean, if my ride's
I was
going,
coming with.
You're right. Okay.
Hey, Bo, do me a favor.
Hmm?
Roll me a might and willpower, please.
Might and willpower. Rolled 11.
Okay.
Curious? I feel as if I've just been challenged by the universe.
Oh,
We are being challenged every single day.
I look at Iris. That's so true.
That's quite
Indeed.
deep.
Well, so here's the thing. I would go with you all, especially to ensure that you're okay. But should we have someone stay behind?
No, you stay here. You stay here and rest.
Yeah, what if someone tries to jack our car?
And I'll keep an eye on Rue, perhaps, or perhaps you could channel her energy into something productive.
I
She's
appear,
catching
and I
moths
just
for
have
us,
a
isn't she?
jar full of moths, and I shake them, and they're all dead.
Whoa!
What a collection!
Great job.
Thank you. My tail flicks curiously behind me.
Well,
All right.
we'll grab some more stuff for the road.
Yeah. And
We'll hunt something.
okay, so let's see, Bo and me. Anyone else? Rio, you coming or you staying?
Where are we going?
Going to hunt so we can have something that's
I can hunt.
Channel that primal instinct. Indeed.
And I will shove the jar over to Iris. All right, I'm ready to go.
Iris, will you be okay?
If I am not okay, I will summon a large creature that makes lots of noise.
All right. That sounds like a plan.
And I look at the bottle of moths and a tear flows down my face as I disappear into the tent.
She looks well. Are we ready to go hunt?
As far as tents go, there is actually an item to use for rests. Is that what you are using right now? Or are you just using a regular old tent? Because there is a difference. So mechanically, if you would like to use a consumable, it will cost you IP. But there is a magic tent, which is kind of like the, I guess like the Harry Potter kind of tent, where it's like bigger on the inside. It's like a palatial tent. You know? If you want to use that, that counts as a rest. But somebody will have to spend the IP for that.
I will.
I mean, are we all good on everything? If we're all good on everything, just don't need to.
Oh no, we should
Spin.
definitely go hunt.
Yeah, you are right. That's what I'm saying. But if we're not expending any resources like a life force or a mana force or, then we should probably save all the resources, right? Let's see how we feel when we get back, maybe. I would say I would have put up the regular tent.
Okay.
But we can always take out the other one. This magic, I'm guessing.
Right.
Magic tent, for anybody curious, is 4 inventory points if you want to spend them.
Sheesh.
I will spend them.
I think it restores the whole party, right?
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is like a way more impressive tent. The other one is like, kind of your basic sort of like 2 poles, 4 posts slammed into the ground. This one is like
At least 6 poles.
this one's like a wedding tent, like whoa, like it's magic, and it just sort of unfolds many times, and
Unfolds and breaks my tent. That's great. Knocks it down.
It is so luxurious in here. You should all have a look.
I go over.
Like a mansion in the woods.
Understand.
Hang on. I'm coming in. Whoa!
Is that a giant bucket?
Why do we have a giant bucket?
For me!
Bo's butt cheeks. Indeed.
For my bow cheeks!
Wait. Is this a whole table of meat?
And a scratching post as well.
There's already food.
Rue!
I just fly in.
There's like There's like a meal in here,
Oh,
like a feast waiting.
I throw down. I'm frustratedly throwing down shit and kicking stuff.
Enders looks like the dad that brought the family camping and nobody wanted to go camping.
They want to go glamping instead. Yeah, this is
you're like trying to put like one post up and it just keeps falling down.
Yeah.
You know?
super my hammock. And I'll try to pull the hammock around and it spins around in a circle.
But yeah, otherwise, this place is friggin' awesome in this tent. Holy shit.
Yeah.
And you feel, you start to feel refreshed, like when you walk into the tent.
I'll pack up everything outside.
Anders, there are books in here.
Snuff the fire.
Mm-hmm. Anders, there's some cool looking scrolls.
Oh, I'll be in there in a second. I'll finally
Oh, where'd
walk
half the
in.
meat go?
Oh, sorry.
Oi!
No, you stole mine earlier. You don't get any more.
It's like some jerky.
It's my jerky. You're
Now who's the jerk?
Get off my.
Are those lemon squares?
It's probably, it's some kind of citrus. It's not quite the same as like a lemon or an orange. Maybe it's more like on that uzu side. The yuzu side.
I look at Rue and finally walk in.
I believe that's a splemon.
Oh, hey, Anders. Look at all this stuff.
Yeah. Beautiful. I'll go there and rip off a piece of whatever. It looks edible and browse the books, I guess. Just say we said there were books in here.
Yeah, it's real like casual kind of reading. It's probably just some like,
Wow.
you know, like if you go to like a doctor's
Dentist.
office. Yeah, like one of those. Like just have like really light reading in there. Nothing
Is
with
there
any
I have
real
one called
substance.
How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh. These types of books.
There's some like really cheesy like romance novels,
Oh.
and
Yeah.
they look
I am
like
eating those up.
yeah. There's probably one that's like
Real estate,
you know,
we
like
sold the shroud.
Dragon Emperor themed or something.
Yeah. I don't want any of that. I was looking for anything that
Is there
has
any
like
wine?
knowledge on spells. But this is
Yes, there's definitely one.
Ooh, wine.
Oh. Fine.
I wander over.
Mm-hmm.
I pop one open for myself and I pop one open for Moon. One each.
Whoa!
Cheers.
Cheers. Doink.
This is definitely like the posh creature comforts kind of tent. This is the tent that one annoying person on the camping trip brings that's like does not want to leave the city, you know? And
It
it's
has
got
like an AC adapter.
yeah, it's like plugged into the car, you know, like the car battery, you know? It's like really comfortable temperature in here. There's like inflatable mattresses.
It's a
Start
generator in the back
jumping
is
up and
chugging.
down on one of the inflatable mattresses.
It's
Drinking
making
wine.
that really annoying squeaking sound that all inflatable mattresses make.
Well, Rue's having fun.
Mm-hmm. I bet she pops it.
She does have claws.
This is great.
So, are you staying here through the night? What
Are we hunting,
deciding?
or are we gonna hunt all this meat on the table?
I definitely still
you
want to
know,
hunt.
Just don't bring it up. No, it's fine.
Oh no, I think we should go hunt.
No.
What, you
No,
don't want
you
to go
spent-
now?
Experience?
It's dark.
No.
Team building?
No, I
Yeah.
mean team building. We almost died. That's fine. Enough team building. Let's let's just enjoy this, whatever this stuff is.
We could get more experience points by taking something out in the forest.
Ooh.
At this point, your interface pops up and reminds you that there is a high-level character nearby. Experience point reduction in effect.
All right.
Do I
We
see
gotta
this
catch
on
up
my
to you.
log as well?
It does not.
Okay, so I don't don't even react.
I sit cross-legged on the mattress, and while that pop-up comes up, I'll actually flip to the quest log and see if there have been any updates.
There are no updates.
I'm still drinking wine.
I guess we just need to get to Vermissa.
Mm-hmm. Are there any containers in this place, in this tent of stuff? Because I guess we need water for the car, so it might be a good idea to like stock up and I don't know.
What is
like,
Bo's ideal resting place?
a bowl, maybe perhaps a bottle.
Whatever that is in Bo's mind is what's there.
Oh, okay. Well, I hop off Moon's helmet and I go. Were you hit recently? Like, not on your shield, but your helmet.
Maybe?
I don't know.
Why?
I feel kind of uncomfortable up there. I don't know. It's weird.
Oh.
I used to.
Maybe you
just,
put
know,
on a little bit more weight.
What? And I look at Ender's.
Not you, Bo.
What?
Oh.
What do you mean?
Your body has been magnificent.
My body's a temple. Okay, all right. What?
Shaped more like a pimple.
Like a what? A pimple? Well, I mean that does rhyme. You might have a point.
It's the only thing I can think of.
Do I look like a pimple?
What's wrong
In
with
your
my
moon,
head?
you do. Like a big blister.
Oh. I don't know. I just.
I was thinking maybe we can get you some, like, I don't know, armor, clothing, something.
What, me?
We could
Or
put you
Moon?
inside of a steel ball.
Well, I don't know about that. But I thought, like,
We could put eye holes in it, you know.
Oh,
so
we
you
could-
can
I don't know.
see.
The
Maybe we could
cheesecloth
replace-
as a cape?
Huh. Where did that cheesecloth even go? I was thinking maybe we could like get Moon a new helmet, like a bowl or something, you know?
Oh.
Oh, like a concave kind of. Oh.
I suppose, but I'm not really sure I want to walk around with a bowl on my head.
A
I already
bowl
walk
head.
around with a bow on my head.
True. You don't want a bowl and a bowhead.
yeah, I was kind of thinking, and, you know, if I'm out of line here, you could say that I'm out of line here, but I was thinking that maybe Bo shouldn't be on Moon's head much longer anymore.
Why?
It's kind of diminishing the whole savior aura that's going on.
Do
People
I
gotta
not
take
look
her seriously,
cool?
right? Not
Well-
unseriously.
I guess.
I mean, we can find something. I mean, Bo is very capable of handling themselves.
Sure. And I look
I
at
was
Bo.
just thinking, like, oh,
If a slime could pout.
I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just, things aren't really, it doesn't seem the same. Everyone's quiet around here about it, but Moon, you haven't been, I mean, people have been,
Am I the problem? Am I bringing her down?
no, it's not you. Something's off. It's not really Moon either. It's just the way the crowd acts around her. And if she
Because
has
I'm
the
there.
slime on her head, it just kind of adds to the. It's weird when they ask, "Is this Moon?" I mean, clearly it is. Who else shines like
Well,
this? Who else is? I don't
you
know how to
know-
explain it.
I think the reason why truly is because Moon's the savior and we're not. We kind of stick out as a group, like, but not in the same way that Moon does.
I mean, you could try riding on her head if you want. We can share her head. Or,
Okay. And I
what?
jump from the mattress and I pounce onto Moon.
Hey.
Hey.
Meg is going to be so strong at the end of all of this, though, considering we have so many people jumping upon your cranium.
And this looks so awkward, but Moon's core is like so strong that Moon doesn't really move that much. But like watching Rue on top of Moon's,
I'm struggling to stay on.
Yeah.
You okay up there?
I start purring and nuzzling the side of your face, just rubbing our faces together.
Just like your feet are just like, like tearing furrows into the side of Moon's head, like just trying to keep your balance.
I look at Enders and I say, I didn't have anybody. I don't mind having a slime on my head. Or a cat.
Okay. As long as you don't mind.
I mean, I could
Anders,
follow.
can I talk to you outside?
Sure.
I just wanted to talk to you about something. Okay?
Do I need any of, this?
No. Well, maybe. I do not know. It is
Okay.
just,
I'll bring it. I'll bring 2
I wanted
glasses.
to pick your brain.
Figuratively, I hope.
Yes. And I'll head out of the
Okay.
tent.
I think we can follow Enders and Iris.
Wait, before you... Okay, yeah.
Oh.
Fuck the glasses. Just drink out of the bottle.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Iris is drinking actual grass.
There is also, for some reason, actual ice in my mouth now. At any rate, pardon me. Oh, that was very strong.
Good. Yep, go ahead.
I want to make sure that I keep my eyes peeled and make sure that no one has followed us.
Okay. You can make an insight. This is just an open check.
Okay, that's just a 6 anyway.
Okay.
I think I'm kind of distracted.
You're all alone here.
Enders. I have noticed something about Moon. When we were discussing all of the stuff about her and the Empress and all of these other things and her relationship with the group and her past, there was a flash of something that I could only identify as desperation. That she
Desperate about
desperately... I do not know, that she desperately wanted us to believe her, that she was desperate for us to stay around. I have no idea. But it was concerning.
That and there. That's not the Moon I know. I don't know who that is, honestly. But I'm trying to live the fantasy that it is Moon. I don't know if something scrambled her brain cubes, or maybe she went through so much trauma while we weren't there that but it's dramatic. It's memory. I don't even know anymore, but it's not the same twinkle in her eyes. Eyes are dead. Yeah, that's how I can explain it without being too extreme. Voids, maybe? I don't know. I'm trying to bring her back, but I kind of realize that if there's no going back for any of us, could be a thing where she feels like she could lose us any minute, and she's just trying to blend with everyone around her. I don't know, but at the end of the day, I just want my Moon back, and that's selfish of me. So I keep quiet a lot of the time.
I glance over the water, and there are whatever the world's equivalent of fireflies are dancing around in the moonlight.
Probably a bit fatter, like...
Some chunky boys.
Yeah.
I understand where you come from, though. It is concerning and alarming. And I, too, wish to understand what is going on. I wonder what it is we can do to help. I hate to say it, and I hope it is not true, but what if she is hiding something more? I would like to have this positive thought and believe that with every fiber of my being, it is just that, she was just desperate to be believed, or just desperate that we would not leave her, She has been alone for a long time, but I am cursed with the gift of perception, particularly in this world.
So what are you receiving?
I cannot be sure yet. All I know is that that singular look shook me to my core.
Well, she did come back when we almost died. Well, second, she was there. The good news is, maybe she's not lost. Or
Was that her? Because that was
my moon. For a
I
second.
don't know.
I think she's afraid of being what she used to be or what she was. She probably caused a lot of... Maybe to her, you guys keep referring to this as a game. This is a game. I've been... when I was bit into, my whole body froze and went numb. And I was probably the closest thing I would imagine death would be. I was in utter shock. I didn't feel like a game to me. So whatever it is, I'm trying my best not to be so blunt and so straightforward, but that's always... I don't even know if that's always how I've been, but that's how I am now. And I don't know what to think.
I think that there is a long journey still ahead of us. And
Yep.
we will uncover more secrets, and hopefully the nature that is...
So what do we do when she
Consuming
turns
moon?
on us? Huh?
When moon turns on us?
Mm-hmm. Gotta be prepared for that.
Do you think she would?
Everything's possible. Or what do we do when we turn on her? Might come a time where we have to restrain Moon. What I saw in the cave, yeah, that was my moon, but it was also out of control.
Yes. It was...
I'll be the one to do it. None of you. Be me. Working on a binding spell. I need way more research. I'm gonna try to bind the savior. To
some
complete
sort
that
of a
cell,
ritual?
I don't know if it's a ritual, but it will take a lot of mana. Probably life force. And I'll be the one to do it.
To bind moon.
Oh yeah. There might come a time where we might need to. I'm hoping it doesn't. But it may not be towards us. It could be towards someone, something, some nation, region. We don't know the extent of her power. She doesn't know the extent of her power, clearly.
Anders.
Hmm?
We are a team. There is no you or I.
I'm not gonna let anything happen to her or any of you.
And we're not
And-
going to let anything happen to you.
But I'm built for this.
But everyone needs help once in a while.
Yeah. That's where you're going to come into play. If I have to do this, I'm going to need backup. You can summon your lovely spirits that you have and encase the binding. Moon will probably more than likely survive. She has the life force for it. I don't think I will. But we shouldn't go into detail. This may not happen. But I always like to put fail safes in.
Well, there are many steps we can take before anything such as that.
Yeah, of course.
And it is imperative that we investigate into it. Regardless, find out what it is that is consuming her, I suppose.
I think that has a lot to do with her. Just gotta let one of us in. Thought it would be me. But when I held her, she was cold. Half-hearted, wasn't in it. And that kind of frankly hurt my feelings. So now I drink away from you all to drown in my embarrassment.
There is nothing to be embarrassed about wishing to be a good friend.
Yeah.
Your heart is pure. Well, when it comes to your friends, perhaps.
Yeah. Story wasn't made in pureness, that's for sure. Hopefully we get to Braum one day.
I would love it. I wish that you would have let me try to introduce you.
To
Back in Koga?
the general? So I could be locked up and dragged all the way back to Braum and put on a trial for not being there for them? Yeah, no. Not now. I need to do some duties and get some titles under my belt before I go face her.
Do you think that is what would have happened?
Probably. Some militia. It's the first town. Lots of history.
And you were one of their soldiers, so to speak. Technically.
I wasn't there.
Well, none of us were.
Yeah.
Couldn't have helped it.
What if we
You
were?
know. Go on.
What if we were? We don't know what happened. We don't know how we were encased. 10 years is a long time. Isn't it strange that we were encased in embers, though?
Especially because it was not Moon who was pulled in first.
We were fully preserved the way we look now. I don't know. Anyway, too deep. More drink. Bottoms up. Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know,
Put some hair on your ears.
I have never heard of a Arcanum binding without any sort of trial.
What is it, like an intimacy trial or something? What kind of trial do you need to bound with one of those things?
I don't understand why it was so willing. I had this vision.
Oh?
No.
You were just standing there looking all perplexed.
He was a glorious blacksmith king in his time. Beautiful fiery red hair, an elf of a muscular and powerful build.
The details.
It was beautiful.
Uh-huh.
And in that vision, he was working on some sort of a figure. And the figure was me. It felt as though it was a flashback.
A memory.
A memory, but I cannot be sure.
Ah. That's good. That's real good, Iris. Adds to my thoughts. I don't think we were encased in Emma Stone that whole time. I too have weird memories, dreams. Brahm, the ancient forest. Why would I have those? Just don't talk about them.
You do. I thought perhaps my logic behind that one was perhaps that well, when I was made, I don't know. All I know is Irislith Nitheris is of an ancient bloodline. They are very closely connected to the spirits in the Arcanum of this world. And I thought perhaps maybe that was a flashback of some sort of ancient member of the family. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, in this world, and I'll pop open the interface, your kind lasts what? Centuries? Thousands?
I think Iris would know, but I, off the top of my head, dear GM, am unsure how long elves technically live.
Yeah, make an insight, I think.
7.
You're not sure. Probably a good thing to ask.
You know, I'm not quite certain. I did so much deep diving on the lore of this game, and that's one of the few pieces that I don't particularly remember, which is strange.
I want to figure that out.
You think so?
What if elves in
What
this
if I'm
world live like a month?
What if I'm on death's door?
Yeah, maybe. Might as well drink. I mean, I'm a human, right? I mean, I can go tomorrow. I don't even know. But it might be something good to think about and know about.
Yeah. Is there more of this in the tent?
You already finished? Yes, I believe so.
Very well. We shall revisit these topics another time.
Yeah. Walk straight in the flap, not the side of the...
I'm gonna die!
Oops. And I'll take the last bit of the wine bottle. Cheers to moon. Here's to whatever's to come. And I'll walk back in the tent.
So, the night passes with merriment, good food, good drink, and a great sleep. You all feel refreshed. You wake up feeling wonderful. No hangovers, nothing. Full health, full mind points. Relaxed and ready to go.
Full IP points. Thank you.
No IP, unfortunately.
We went on a quest in our dreams to seek out more inventory points.
Dream quest.
But you're all rested and ready to go. We can assume that you've packed up the tent and you're loading up to continue your journey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everyone ready?
Oh, gosh. Got the last bit on. All right. Is the sky clear, foggy? What is it looking like? It's early morn, I'm thinking.
Let's find out. Who wants to make a travel roll?
I will.
Okay. This will be a D6.
3.
Yeah, it's partly cloudy, mostly sunny.
Good day.
Yeah. Okay, everybody, hop in. I get in the buggy.
I slide into the
towards
buggy.
Moon slowly. Towards the forest. We're on the forest line. We're not deep in the forest, right?
Correct.
Put my hand on Moon's shoulder and I just look at her in the eyes.
Hello.
Hi.
What's
It's
up?
a good day out, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a beautiful day.
Well, I heard a secret. And I'm only willing to tell you. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, get close. And I'll hug her and put my mouth next to her ear. If you go to the left, you avoid the tree line. I put a little bit more coolant on the engine. You can floor it to Vermissa. But don't tell anyone else. Don't tell anyone I said that. All right, be careful, everyone. Hold on. And I'll double tap her.
To what?
I'm sitting on the front this time. You all can take the back.
All right.
And I'll be
Crawl to the
strapping
back.
myself in. It's comfort levels.
I look at Enders. All right, got a new co-pilot up here. Everybody ready?
Ready?
Indeed.
Ready.
I floor it.
Avoid the gravel!
It's all like worm's eye view angles. You know, we see that like slow motion A-team camera angle where the buggy's like really slow motion jumping over the camera, dirt and rocks, and like we see Bo's like slime cheeks like.
I'll just the whole time I'm just looking over at Moon trying to take it in.
It's a hell of a view. You have this, dense forest that's just kind of quickly broken up into this Badlands area, mostly like shrubs at best. And it's kind of like that, like the dirt. There's probably a lot of bugs too, I imagine. So you guys are like constantly like picking bugs out of your mouth, like if you don't have your masks on.
Oh, I'm covered.
Yeah.
They're just flying into me and I'm letting it happen.
I knew it was gonna happen. Yeah.
Yeah, Bo. Does Bo kind of look like we had? So I mean, we had that like shitty slime that you could buy in little vending machines when we were kids.
And you drop it on the floor.
And as
That's
soon as
exactly
it
what
touches
I'm like.
an ounce of dirt, it just looks like the worst. Like you never want to touch it again.
I look furry.
God, what a childhood! Like a slime in a gumball machine.
All of my fur is super puffed up, and I'm just.
Have an afro? Sick.
Yeah.
But otherwise, the trip is quite fun. Moon kind of opens up a bit. You go pretty fast. There's some like cool like montage car trip type situations that are happening here.
Vacation.
And eventually
Family vacation.
eventually you can probably see like through the tree line there's signs of what appears to be like lumber industry effectively. You can see that there's some like trees that are cut down, and there's probably like what looks to be like a logging company kind of setup. There's some lumberjacks, and there's people that have what kind of looks like chainsaws going at the trees, honestly.
Okay, at the trees. They're coming after us.
Yeah, they're just running after the buggy with chainsaws. No. I assume you turn towards that.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm being a little bit more conservative with the pedal to the metal as well. Just trying to take her easy at this point.
Sure. As you start to like head into the forest, people are kind of like giving you looks, as you're moving past. And in the distance, you can definitely see signs of what appears to be some clearings in the forest. There is what appears to be like various I think you can probably see like signs. I think there are signs around. There's probably just a sign with a larger trail, like a road. And it's a dirt trail, but it is, there are signs up that say like Vermissa, and it probably has like an arrow or something that just points ahead. Following the trail, you can see a bridge ahead of you. It's kind of like wooden, and it's raised up over a river. It's a little rocky here. The forest kind of thins out a little bit, and you can see there are some wooden buildings with. It's kind of an interesting view. There's like the buildings are made of wood, but they still have a lot of similar structure and architecture to what you've seen around Millifax thus far. I thought you were going to arrive here at night, so I prepared a nighttime image, but we'll go here anyway.
I mean, they can have a... Suddenly it's night. Damn. Oh, it looks great.
You can see
An endless night.
Yeah, you can see effectively like this this bridge crossing over into town. It's kind of rickety, but it's also kind of sturdy. There's like lots of supports and things. It doesn't feel like there's any give, but it definitely is a bit creaky, like as you're crossing over. And you can see that there are people milling about, literally and figuratively, working various mills. You can hear like sawmills turning on in the distance. There's definitely like the scene of I imagine you probably see some smoke as well coming from these places. And there are people kind of like eyeballing you as you begin to drive in. Probably going in around like 5 to 10 miles an hour at this point as you're.
That's fast
making
as hell.
way.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Going in.
Look at the architecture.
Morning
Sorry.
wood. Good morning, wood.
What
Sunny
does
right
it
now.
smell like here?
It smells like
Cedar.
sawdust and cedar. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. Smells good.
And you said there was burning. Does it smell like wood smoke as well?
Yes. Wood smoke, sawdust, cedar.
Hickory?
It's a melange of different smells. I don't know if you
Oh,
can
man.
narrow them down
I
specifically.
love it.
but
I love wood smell.
yeah.
It's good.
Oh,
I
This is
imagine
great.
while
Does it
this is
smell like
pleasant
beavers?
for everyone else, it is overwhelming for me because
it's like incense for a cat.
too strong. I plug my
Yeah.
nose.
Oh, I can't breathe.
Oh, sorry, Rue.
Wow, to me, you sniffed in the disgusting toxic waste. But this is bad?
Oh, I plugged my nose then too.
I couldn't really take you to the forest then, Mom.
Oh, do you want
Hey,
your
Max.
mask to be great? Yes, please.
I'm just gonna pull up here, and I sort of go near this. I'm not sure, like an alleyway that looks kind of emptied out. We'll just park it here.
No,
This
no,
looks
no.
fine.
Let's find.
Is it legal?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm kind of wanting to avoid. This thing getting, taken away or thrown in the river. Let's just go and see. There's a place here where we can store this. Remember?
Right.
They have
And
a
I back it up.
location.
Yeah, there's probably signs. I would imagine there are signs. And there are other vehicles. You can see that they're mostly like truck type vehicles. They've got like large planed wood on there. This is a lumber town, clearly. Like there's probably like signs for furniture and various kinds of woodworking. That it's obvious as soon as you enter this town, this place is about woodworking. And they have large uncut logs. They've got furniture. There's signs of wood sculptures, as well as saw like building company type places all around. As far as the structures of the town, a lot of it is kind of built on top of each other with kind of domed, wooden domed roofs. Most of the buildings are clearly made of wood. And yeah, there's some really cool like architecture, but it's built like on the edge of this river. The river's not particularly big, but you can see that this Vermissa seems to start on the edge of this river and then kind of go back into the forest.
Remember, we have to mention the name Yasmin.
Right.
And I don't know, I forgot the gent's name that sold us this. But maybe we should mention
Philly.
that as well.
His name was Philly.
Philly,
I recall
okay, great.
this. Yes, for
Very good.
Elmira's transport.
Awesome. So Elmira, she's supposed to be here. She not?
Elmira was
has-
supposed to be back in Varox.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and turn it in, yeah. And then we can walk around, I guess.
I head to our place where we're parking. We're returning this thing.
Sure.
So I follow signs.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can see there's probably like Elmira's transport. There's a sign for it.
Right, hang on. Oh, okay. Here we are. Oh. Doesn't look the same. It doesn't look, I don't know, maybe as nice as the other one. So it kind of catches me off guard. But at least according to my perception, it's like, oh, this looks kind of, I guess
Also
we're just
wood.
going to drop it out
Now-
here.
How many days has it been since we have gotten this buggy? Because we have it for a week, right?
2. Okay, cool.
2 days.
It's only been 2 days. Are we sure we do not wish to take this with us to Drakmore?
Oh, I mean, we are, but we just turned it in here so it stays safe. I mean, we have all
Oh,
our
you wish
things on there.
to search around town and resupply?
Yeah, it's like a checkpoint.
Okay.
We'll say so.
Perfect.
Wait, Moon, have you been here before?
Have I been here before? Mm-mm. Not here.
Perfect. And then I nudge Iris. All right. How about this? I'll go handle all the paperwork and whatever jazz. Let them know that our stuff is still on board, and if they can hold it as well, that'd be great. And I will meet you all in 2 minutes tops. Just don't go too far.
Of course.
All right. See you
I'll
soon.
go with you to do
Oh.
the paperwork.
Yeah, come on.
My tail swishes full of delight as I come with you.
I'll wrap my arm around hers to make sure she stays with me.
I
Gonna
want you
stretch
to
a
know
little.
that I found an equivalent of something we can use as a highlighter.
Oh, I would like to definitely see that. Can you see it?
So you have never been here before?
No. Oh.
There's much
Smells good, though.
opportunity then.
Yeah, I suppose so. There's yeah, new buildings, I guess.
You know what I'm thinking? All this wood smoke.
Incense to
Wood-fired
take
food.
with us on our travels, right?
Maybe. I was thinking more wood-fired food, you know?
Like a grill?
Grill.
Maybe.
And I inhale deeply. There's the meat. Can I smell meat?
Where's the meat?
Yeah, so it's pretty early. I imagine that there's probably like people making breakfast and stuff. So there's probably the smell of like sausage and bacon type smells about.
You guys want to go find food?
Oh, but which are 2 minutes though. We must wait.
Oh, yeah.
You can go and get us a table if you'd like. The two of you all wait here and then show.
The three of you, please make me an open check. Insight.
Inside, open check.
14.
4.
So Iris, you're the only one that notices, but amongst the trees, there are. At first, what you think is really big insects, right? Like big, like the size of your hand. And then maybe one kind of flutters about, and it's like it's the size of a hummingbird, maybe a little bit bigger. Maybe the size of a smaller bird, something in between, you know, like a maybe something about the size of a sparrow. Let's say that. Is the smallest dragon that you've ever seen. And there's a few of them moving about through the trees. They're green. They almost look like insect-like.
Are they baby dragons or are they like just teeny tiny, like pygmy falcons, but like pygmy
Who knows?
dragons? I just make noises and extend my hand, pointing towards
what is
the
it?
Are you
adorable.
okay? Is it the air again?
Oh, look at them!
Bugs! Oh,
Ew.
Dragons!
Dragon bugs? And dragons. Dragonflies!
So tiny.
I reach out.
Yeah, they don't want to have anything to do with you.
No. Whoa. I don't think I've ever seen a dragon that tiny.
Dragonfly.
I wonder if it's like a baby dragon or if it's like a mini dragon. Like a subspecies of dragon that's really tiny.
I don't
Or
know.
like some sort of genetically modified dragon to be tiny. Like a household pet.
How far away is it?
Probably 20 feet.
Okay. I wonder if they taste good.
Want to find out?
I was just saying what people were thinking.
No!
No, Iris, we're not going to do that. We won't do that. Not to the mini dragons, right, Bo?
Right, not to the mini dragons, to your knowledge. What?
We'll let you off easy this time. But Iris, we're not going to eat any mini dragons today.
That is
In
good
the
enough.
background, Bo's like spitting one out.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You should be
Full
ashamed of
name.
yourself!
It flies away unharmed. What?
You can't just put everything in your mouth.
I don't have a mouth. Thank you very much for
In
noticing.
your membrane!
Mm.
Start to light up everything. This whole town will probably burn. Oh, you're still here.
My hand is
Amazing.
still extended to the baby dragons.
Oh, what are those things? Are they malfunctioning dragons?
They're so tiny.
Are they built that way, or are they? Excuse me.
Ew.
Yes.
Those.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, you're the one handling these creatures. I'm new here.
Handling
You're new
what?
here, all of us. Huh?
I'm not handling anything. What are you talking
Why do you have one on your? Never mind. Who handles these?
Oh, they did shit on me.
Yeah. Oh, that's poo. Okay.
What color is it? What color's the
Very
poop?
fluorescent poo.
Paint my one for me, whack. What color's the poop?
If you taste it, I'm walking away. I promise. And I won't be back.
He just extends like a fake tongue made of slime.
It's important. It's well building.
Yeah, it's probably a sort of yellowish color.
That's
Okay.
wonderful.
Oh, like
Ew.
bile.
I'm holding Rue behind me. So who handles these creatures?
No one handles them.
Oh, they're just wild.
They're
Oh, I thought people-
They're forest dragons.
Oh, I thought people were selling them. Sorry.
Forest dragon.
And are they always this tiny?
Well, they get a little bit bigger, but about that size.
Is that a baby one or an adolescent one? Or a big one?
That one, it's hard to tell. Probably a young one.
Are there other kinds of forest dragon or just these ones?
There are some that get a bit bigger. The really older ones. But
Do these-
not bigger than a small dog.
Do these tiny ones breathe fire?
No.
They seem pretty
Just
How
air?
do they eat?
tame.
Oh no, these dragons? No,
Mhm.
these dragons breathe air.
Ah,
Are you
They
talking
eat
what
insects?
they spit?
Right.
Oh, yes. Well, they spit, and well, it's I suppose you could phrase it as, I actually have to check. Hold on a second. I forgot which one these are.
Forest dragons, you just told us.
They spit leaves.
This one, they spit, well, sort of, it's mud, sort of.
Oh, that's fantastic. I understand. Aim for the eyes, so to speak. All right, great. Well, we won't be messing with any of those anytime soon, right, everyone? Right.
Why would you phrase it like that?
Because
I'm innocent.
though I'm not here, I'm pretty sure you egate yourself to, I don't know, fit yourself around one of these little things.
I have no idea what you mean.
Great.
What did
What does he mean?
Can we go eat?
You didn't induce his thoughtful appetite, did you?
You know, Bo.
I have
They're
no idea
comfortable
what you mean.
around others, humans, and elves, and all the sort around here. If we start putting our mouths on stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Right,
I
so-
could eat if anybody else wants to eat.
I'm actually good for now, anyway. But I did turn in everything. We're good to go and spend as much time here as we want. And yeah, if you want to, we can go look at the sites or whatever, and go eat if you like. And I would like to see what this place has, because this reminds me so much of the Ancient Frost and Brom, except way cooler.
Does it look like the people here are well off?
No, it looks like a lot of these people are hard-working types. These are people that work with their hands. This is like a blue-collar kind of place.
My tail flicks very annoyed behind me as I'm trying to eyeball any kind of shiny possessions on people, but I look downcast and my ears come
I
down
think the
a bit.
impression that you're getting, like, when you went to this sort of southeast area, like, this is not the cosmopolitan area of Millifax, you know? Like, this is like, this is where they probably get a lot of their food, they get a lot of their resources and stuff from this
Very
area.
agricultural, like where they live off the land type thing here.
I mutter under my breath. It's no fun if they're poor.
They're not poor. This is abundance. This is rich here. Listen, what you see in all of Millifax and all that stuff that Merrick had, that's all. That's just it's fluff. It looks all shiny, but what happens when it breaks? Here, we have abundance. Things keep moving. There is no broken. So this is the richest place you can be right here.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I mean, what's it like where you're from? An island. You should be home here.
Yeah, I miss Ket. I had so much fun RPing. They have this one district where everyone's always in character. And, the backstories. The intrigue. So fun.
Great. Think about the backstories. Didn't you hear?
Shirtless.
Okay.
Everyone's just shirtless.
Yep. Yeah, I sold the fantasies.
Really?
KRP was so weird though. Everything involved hairballs. Everything.
Yes, they
As you
did
say-
choke a lot.
Those weren't
As you
hairball-
say
and
hairball,
that's-
I just blush deeply. Yeah. You wouldn't get it.
Well, those weren't hairballs.
They kept gagging on the mics. It was weird.
Anyway,
Look, don't kink shame, okay?
what's Moon doing right now?
Just kind of staring off into the distance, like,
Okay, that's what I thought.
Food?
All right, we should probably go entertain. You know.
What if we ask someone what things there are to do for tourists?
Sure, lead the way.
I rush over to. Are there any market vendors or anything like that? Oh, I'm going up to one of the market vendors. Excuse me, pardon me.
Yes, what can we do for you?
Hi, we have just arrived here in Vermissa, and we were wondering, first of all, are there any places you would recommend to get some delicious grilled meat? Looking over at Moon.
Oh, yes, there is a cafe that is just on the water over there.
I heard,
Excellent.
like,
I'm nudging Rue.
Should be near the tail end of breakfast.
Abundance means they won't be missing stuff if you do take it.
Yeah, but what am I gonna take? A chair? I don't need a freaking chair.
They got cooler shit than chair here.
Where? It's just.
I point towards a weaponry.
Sorry, you point to a what?
Weaponry.
Ooh, okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
There's
Maybe
definitely
picking up
like
what they're putting down.
there's definitely like bowyers and that kind of thing.
Oh hell
Where?
yeah! That's what I'm like.
I'm gonna slip away from the party.
And out of curiosity, do you have any recommendations for first-time visitors to Vermissa? Anything we should see? Anything we should do?
There's a nice waterfall. It's about a 5-minute walk from here. Near the you see that cliff over there? Just near that cliff.
Very good. Okay.
You just stay
And-
on this path, and it will be on the left.
On the left. Okay, excellent. Well, thank you so much. And looking at their stall, what do they sell?
Probably like I imagine this is I forget what the actual name is.
Wicker basket?
No, it's like like they weave reeds into ropes.
Oh,
Just a ropery.
Weaving. I was thinking about the weaving.
I can't remember what it was called, and I played a shitload of Banished. Like a rope. Is it a ropery? I don't know. But essentially, they have like a post in the ground, and they're taking like reeds and turning them into rope. So
Oh,
there's various kinds of rope.
how much are your ropes?
Oh, well, how long do you need?
I look to the others. A rope would be beneficial, would it not?
I mean, you can't eat it, but yeah.
Have you tried?
Well, you could put it on an arrow and shoot it or something at some point. So we need to get somewhere.
For what? I don't think
I don't
it'll
know if
hold our
we need
weight.
to climb.
Oh. I mean, we can always use a rope. There's always interesting things I can think of when we can use with a rope. Is it smooth? Is it ragged? Is it thick?
Well, there's
What
different
kind
kinds. There's some that's made for climbing. There's some that's made for other tasks.
Tying someone
we
up.
Have, yes, we have some silk
Right.
rope here.
Oh, silk rope.
Oh,
Oh yes, some of the local fauna, they
Oh.
spin this sort of silk, and
Oh.
we weave it into silk rope. Otherwise, we have this reed-based rope right here. It's quite strong. Both are quite strong, but the silk, well, it can. It's a bit more vulnerable to other sorts of damage. It can melt in a fire, for example.
Oh, yes. Very interesting.
hmm.
I think I want some rope.
Yes, the strong rope for climbing.
And a silk rope for things.
All right.
Oh, yeah, you know. Oh, you know.
Okay.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
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 Oh. I mean, never know.
Are you referencing copulation?
I don't even know what that word means. But I'm referencing
A long,
silk rope. Sounds really nice.
a long, strong rope and a shorter silk rope, please.
All right. That'll be.
I don't know about short.
That'll be 20 zenit.
Got it. And I slide it forward.
Very well.
There you go.
So the reed rope that you get is probably 50 feet worth of rope, and the silk rope that you get is probably like 25 feet.
Thank
That's
you.
a lot of rope.
Excellent. Well, we have a couple of things to do. Where? 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's Rue?
Oh, she's, smells got to her.
Oh.
She wanted to go see what she was smelling.
Oh,
Nose is very sensitive. She'll be back
Yeah, she'll probably be fine.
in some interesting. Yeah,
Hopefully things don't burn more than usual while
we
she's
talked
gone.
about it. A little bit. She found a neat way to make things kind of go poop. But it's not going to happen here because I explained to her Soulwood. We don't know how they treat it here. I'm pretty sure they have buildings that are probably not susceptible to fire because their whole area here is made of wood. Why would they let it burn up? They would probably take precautions for that, right? Right? Yeah.
Here's hoping.
it's a good thing that you have magics to combat it.
Or test it. Oh yeah.
Enters.
What did he mean by that?
Well, it's not a bad idea to test things because we do have an airship.
Do you want to test to see if this whole town is flammable because we have a way to get out?
I didn't say the whole town. I said certain things in town.
Or
Okay.
we
No.
We
Okay,
don't.
listen. I don't go around burning things out of pure curiosity. I'm asking. I would go and ask someone at the wood mill if they can give me one of their, I don't know, 2x4s
like a
that they
piece of
use.
wood.
Yes,
Are you a
yes.
firebug?
Think I'm a monster? Like I'm just gonna shoot a fire arrow at a building or even burn it with Infernus, or maybe cast Ignis on this whole area and burn it all up and just hope that everyone survives. No, I wouldn't do that. It's definitely not in my system.
Well, based off of how their entire structure of their architecture is based off of wood, I would assume they would put some sort of chemicals or
Exactly.
film on the buildings to at least slow the spread of fire.
Yeah, or prevent it all together. What if we can do something with the airship eventually? Be a place we could visit. I didn't see an airship dock here though. So
Oh, airship.
Well,
speaking of which,
I wonder how Greg's doing.
yeah, kind of forgot about the little bean.
Yeah.
He is
We
very
switch
capable.
back. We have a quick camera view here. We go back to the ship, and it's Greg living the bachelor life again.
he's got his dressing
Sitting
gown
there in
now.
the chair like,
Yeah.
Good.
Just like a bathrobe on. His leaves are super unkempt. They're way too long for some reason. It's like vines hanging down from his face. And yeah, it's just he's covered in mustard stains for whatever reason. And yeah, there's all these, it's just a horrible mess in the airship. Like there's just probably like potting soil in various places around, it's just various piles of potting soil and like some shed leaves and probably a lot of underwear. He doesn't even wear underwear. It's just lying around.
Maybe it's not his.
Picture of Greg and Moon holding each other, thrown on the floor, glass shattered.
Well, I guess we'll see if we ever see Greg in the next, I don't know, weeks.
Yeah,
months.
I mean, he usually keeps the place pretty tidy and ready to go. So I'm certain
like a
that's
very
how it'll
clean-
be when we get back to him.
Very responsible. He's a responsible little being.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I got my rope. Oh, let me put it in my inventory. I don't want to walk around with silk rope. Righty. Okay. We should go. Do you want me to go find Rue? You want to all go together to find Rue? Or
Well, I was thinking we could go eat,
oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You and-
maybe,
yep.
and maybe just get a table.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
All
we
right.
can just
So
chill
how
there
about
for a
this?
bit.
I'll go with you to the place to know where it's at, and then I'll go grab Rue and bring her back.
Yeah. It's right over there near the dock.
Is the writing and language here the same, or is it different?
It probably looks a little bit different, but you understand it.
Okay, like they have a different kind of like dialect and script.
Yes.
Okay. What do they serve? Okay, all right. That's where you're gonna be. Outside
Maybe
or
it's a
in?
cafe.
You sitting on a balcony or you sitting inside? Looks like they have a balcony over there.
Yes, let us sit outside, right?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. And I'll be back. Wish me luck.
Okay.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Alright.
All
All
right.
right, let's go get a table. And you hear my stomach go.
While this is happening,
Wow.
Rue is trying to have some fun on their own. Rue, what are you
Yes?
doing?
I begin strolling down a street that looks like it's got some commercial buildings, and I go a little bit of window shopping.
Okay, yeah, you come across the Bowyer.
As I'm approaching, are there any other customers? What's kind of the vibe of the area?
Yeah, so there's probably like, you can see weapons in the window. And you can see there's like, I think the main ones that are in the window look like short bows. They've got long bows. They've got sort of like a nice looking composite bow that's there as well.
As I come in, I try to scout out the place, essentially. I want to try to see if I can flag who the owner is or someone who works there is. Yeah.
Okay.
Logistics.
Yeah. Absolutely. So there's like a I imagine there's a woman working there. She's probably like she's elven, and she is she's got like blonde hair kind of pulled into like a bun, browns and greens. She's wearing like browns and greens. She probably has some like decently thick arms on her. And there's, I imagine it's just like, there's just kind of like weapon racks in there for the different bows, just kind of hanging on display. And she is like, probably, it looks like she's cleaning up one of the bows like at a counter in the front.
I slide right up to the counter and I put my elbow on it. Hey.
Hello. What can I do for you?
Oh, you seem to know your way around a bow.
Yes, it's my job.
No.
Are you
Wow.
interested in any bows?
I mean, I came to look at bows, but you're the one who caught my eye. Wow.
Insight and willpower?
Okay.
Difficulty 12?
Okay. Oh, fuck. Easy.
Oh,
Wow.
well, thank you. It's
This
not
is
often
a-
that we see cats in town.
This is a nice shop you've got going on.
Again, thank you.
Maybe if you're not too busy, you can show me what you've got. The bows, of course.
Yes, the bows. Oh, all right. Sure, I can show you around. She puts down the bow that she's like working on. Okay. What sort of bow are you looking for? Are you looking for something like that you can stow away? You look very nimble.
Thinking of something big and strong, and I will run my fingers down her arm.
So forward. Oh. Yes, she gets goose flesh like right away.
Yes. So
And-
my intent here is to fluster the shit out of this person so that when I rob this place, maybe she's distracted.
Okay. Yes. I definitely have some very.
Ooh. Do you have that one in pink?
I don't have any pink bows. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right. Oh, what's this one? And
well, this is a Yoichi. This bow instills a sort of confidence in you, and it's magical. It summons the very air around you, so that when you fire a shot from it, it's a bit of you could tell she's like catching like the occasional glimpses, trying to sneak a peek here and there.
Oh yeah, I'm flaunting all the assets, hand on hip, leaning, stretching as I'm talking, tail flicking, the whole works. There's like a shot where my eyes are all shiny and there's like sparkles coming off of me. As this is happening, I would like to look for the most expensive thing, open my inventory, throw it in there, and try to do this without getting caught.
Yeah, good luck. This will require dex and dex.
Okay.
I am lowering the difficulty to a 14.
Okay. Come on, Stella Luna, you're a gamer. Huh.
Fabula.
You're going to ride this one out?
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw it in there even if she sees me. Like, I will commit to just throwing it into my inventory if I can.
Yeah, you reach for the bow, and it's not her that stops you. It's a younger man that is, I imagine, a dwarf. He has just like some really thick mutton chops, and he says, "Hold on right there.
Oh, that's
What are you trying to do?
It was really
she was
nice
trying to rob you."
meeting you. And I'll grab her by the chin and I'll lick up the side of her face. And then I'm going to use my Fabula point to use "see you later" and throw a smoke bomb.
Oh my god! Poof! This place fills with smoke as it's like such a panic moment for most of the town. Like if any smoke is seen, like it's got to be in very specific locations. But yeah, there's like this kerfuffle essentially that happens. In the distance, the rest of you can hear like yelling, like thief, thief, and there's this like slowly rising column of smoke in the distance.
I'm supposed to be going to get her now. That's great.
Yeah. Enders, you're the first one that sees this.
I don't know where the hell. Oh, she created a fire. It's a fire. It's a fire!
Fire!
Fire! It wasn't me.
Fire! Fire!
Fire! I think there's a fire.
Thief?
And I run towards the smoke.
Yeah. I think there's probably like a whispering or something nearby.
This is about to turn into a Disney musical. Is there a fire?
Yeah, you can see there's people like rushing around. They're like, fire, fire, call the fire brigade. You can see there's like probably there's several pumps around town, like water pumps. And you can see like there's probably signs up above them, like fire brigade only. And yeah, there's hoses that are just kind of like wrapped up right next to these water pumps. Yeah, there's like probably like some kind of tapping or something on your shoulder. You see Rue behind you.
All right, get ready to cast a spell. And I'm like, I don't know the rules here.
Oh, never mind. Sorry, hold on. Okay. Yeah. You show up here and it's just chaos. There's just like, yeah, there's people rushing around. Somebody tried to steal my bow. It's, yeah, there was a cat. There were a cat, white and black hair. Yeah, and you can already see like there is a town guard of some kind. They don't look nearly as impressive as they did, say, in like Skaldmere or I think you just went to Skaldmere. You didn't go to the capital. Virox definitely didn't have guards like this. Yeah. So definitely not as impressive as like the royal
Queen's
guard.
guards.
Yeah.
The Empress's guards. That's great. You must be mistaken. A cat. I think
it was a cat. It was a cat, white and black hair, like a clear line.
Oh yeah. Yes. I understand who you mean.
Fluffy
but
tail and red clothing.
Great body, silk. Shows a little much.
Very great. But the woman that's like, appears to, she's got a bow in her hand, like it looks like an expensive bow. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, listen, this was a misunderstanding, the smoke probably got in your eyes.
I saw it very clearly. She tried to steal the bow while she was licking the owner's face.
Licking?
Yeah,
I can't really.
Right on the face. She was very attractive.
Yeah, she does that. It was pretty nice, wasn't it?
He was trying to get her attention. I saw it.
Oh, well, okay, here's the deal. Look, I'm a friend
I called
of
her
the cat.
white-tailed. White fluffy tail.
Understand. How much is the bow she tried to she probably was trying to show me I'm a bowman and I'll whip out my bow and just show them. It's been through hell, believe me.
That's a piece of shit.
I put this bow together my damn self. Okay, fine. What's the bow she was trying to take?
A Yoichi.
900
zenit.
900 zenit for one bow?
Yes.
Okay. If you overlook this?
Overlook? She tried to rob us.
What if I buy it?
They look at each other. Well, nothing's stopping you from buying the bow.
Will you overlook what happened? I think she was trying to show me the bow. It's probably
Make an insight and willpower, difficulty 14.
I can't even do that.
You might be able to. You might get a crit.
If you get a crit,
Oh my god. Okay. This is an open check?
No, it's not an open check. It's a roll check.
Okay.
14
fine. Insight and willpower?
Yep.
Yeah. Fuck that. All right. Difficulty 14? It's impossible. Yeah. Half of that.
I'm sorry, but she broke the law.
She didn't break the law. Still here.
Well, she tried to steal it. It's still
Right.
breaking the law.
But
she
if I
tries
buy
to steal
it, it's no longer here. It's like it never happened, right?
No, that's not how it works. If you want to buy the bow, we're happy to sell it to you, but this cat is still in trouble. We will find her.
Okay. Half of my mind is telling me to take it and run. Other half is telling me my bow is a piece of shit. What if I trade in my bow? Is there a trade-in value?
They both sort of look at each other like, ugh. Ugh.
Look, you can't find this wood anywhere here. You're a wood person, right? This wood came from the ancient forest in the far west.
Yes, and it looks like it's been chewed on.
It was, well,
It could snap at any moment.
my whole body was chewed on. You ever been bit by a large dragon?
No.
Yeah, it's not fun. Okay.
I could buy it from you for 50 zenit.
Okay. I'll buy the bow. And slap on a hand, I'll take care of the cat.
They all sort of look at each other. No. Who are you?
I'm new, a visitor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why would we allow you to take care of this?
Because I'm a friend of Savior Moon.
The savior? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so if she is here and I bring her in front of you, everything will be square, right? I mean, it's a savior. Who's the best look after
Savior would venture into Millifax again.
Again. If she did, well, why? Why is that funny?
Well, after what happened with the unpleasantness, the Empress would never allow her back in Millifax.
What if we have the Empress's blessing?
They all look at each other. It's like you said the most hilarious thing they've ever heard in their lives. They're doubled over. Some people are falling on the floor laughing. The Dragon Empress gave you permission.
Blessings! I know, right? And I snap my fingers and bring forth a communication scroll with a signature on it.
You open up the communication scroll.
Hmm?
Yeah. What's this then? A communication scroll.
Yeah, it has her signature on it. Right there.
How do we? What?
I mean, I don't want to like message her, but I could and tell her that, you know, you guys are refusing to work with me and possibly insulting the savior. It's not good. Especially if we have our blessings.
Take another insight and willpower, difficulty 10.
Oof. All right. You know what? I'm going to do it. Come on. Difficulty 10.
Everybody's still dying laughing. It's just like you've told like the most outlandish lie they could have imagined, you know, and they're all just dying laughing. And the dwarf like walks up, he puts on like little bifocals, you know, he's like, all right, let me see here. Let's see. Okay. It's just a communication scroll.
Oh, yeah, be careful. Don't. She's really cranky if you just send a message.
The Empress.
Oh, you know what? I could do even better. I was supposed to check in with her. How does it work now? Stand close. And I'll send a message to the Empress saying we have arrived in Vermissa. We'll update you later.
Nothing happens for a moment, and then the scroll writes back. Update received. Please send me an update when you arrive at Drakmore.
Well, there you go. Even the flame images right there.
Everybody's still like chuckling. It's kind of died down a little bit. Like people are like looking, you know, like a little skeptically, like. And the dwarf is just like standing there, dumbfounded, scroll in hand, not saying anything.
I want to close that because if you send another, I mean.
Cobble? What about the scroll, Cobble? Cobble! Ah! This is the Empress's seal on the scroll. What? Dead silence now. Is the Empress's seal on the scroll? Talia, this is the Empress's.
There's lots of beautiful dragons. Huge, even. Oh my goodness.
I think we can forget about this.
Yeah, you know, it won't happen again, I promise. I'll make sure she's next to me. Yeah, maybe I'll bring the savior by to say hello later.
They're all looking at each other. They don't know what to think. They're all looking like somebody. They're looking for someone to give them permission to believe the situation.
You said the Yoichi bow was what, 500s in it?
900.
Oh, minus 100, right? Because the bow?
No, 900. And it's minus 50 for yours.
Oh, so
850.
850, right. And overlooking the fact that, you know, the cat was just trying to show me the bow so I can actually purchase it, which I am doing now. And I slide the zenith forward.
You take the
breaking-
zenith,
Breaking the
hand,
bank here.
hand over the Yoichi bow.
Okay. Well, I guess I won't be eating for a while. That's okay. All right, there you go. Oh, fuck, it's light.
Yeah, Cobble's like his hands are shaking as he hands you back the scroll.
Thank you.
I didn't tear it. I didn't spit on it or anything.
Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine. And you know what? I'll make sure I mention that this shop has been lovely to us when we do reach out to the Empress. Who knows? Maybe she'll make a visit herself, and I'll wink. And then I'll turn around slowly.
They look terrified, like everyone's, what the fuck is she coming here?
The pain. And I'll walk like someone stuck me in the back with a knife because I just spent all my zenith.
Yeah.
Didn't even want this one. I wanted the other one. Rue.
Rue is nowhere to be seen.
I go look for her. Jeez.
Yeah. So, after everybody has kind of eaten and whatnot, we can assume that some shopping has been done. But otherwise, do you return to your journey? Or did you want to have any other scenes here?
I'm good. What about anybody else?
I say we keep going.
Keep on trucking or buggy.
But before we do go, I definitely want to specifically walk by that merchant with a moon and arm.
Hey,
Lovely shop, isn't it? Hi
Which
there,
one?
Yorkle. I don't remember the guy's name.
Cobble.
Wait.
Oh, Cobble. Yeah, I definitely call him Yorkle.
which one?
It's not even
That one.
close.
I wasn't paying attention to his name at all. I was just trying to get her out of
I
trouble.
knew that.
Yes, we can tell.
Oh yeah. And I wave.
Mhm.
Sure. Everybody's just kind of dumbfounded, like, what the? Is he lying?
And I lean into Ender's. Do you know them?
Yeah, good friends. Yorkle and the other.
Okay.
He said my bow is shit. And I
what?
slowly take out the bow.
Bum, 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 bum. You like hold it up. It's got sparkles. You can see there's like gusts of. You can actually see like wind sort of swirling around the
For
bowstring.
some reason, I can't move when I hold this up. It just keeps me in one place.
Gotta get
I'm
to the
just
dialogue.
standing there staring
Yeah.
at it like.
Wasn't the one I wanted, but
hang on, and I help shimmy the bow down.
thank you.
Yeah. You got locked into pose.
It's because you're a cramp every time.
Where'd you?
I
Oh, I see. That's where you got that over there.
yes.
Wow. Can I hold it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Can I take it? Ooh, it's
Mhm.
actually lighter than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's actually extremely light.
Huh.
And it's
Really like the design here. Oh,
It's air enchanted.
some pretty solid craftsmanship. Let me give it back.
Hey, guys.
Rue?
What the hell is a barrel
you?
talking?
Psst.
I always talk.
I'm in the buggy.
Oh my God, Rue, get out. You're fine. I took care of it.
Oh,
The
okay.
hell did you do? You're only supposed to. And I look at everyone.
Do we see any smoke?
Yeah, there's smoke, but like that column of smoke that was there earlier is gone.
I don't know what you mean. There's no smoke at all.
So, are we ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
perhaps we should
absolutely.
leave before any more damage is caused.
I'm gonna crawl back into the buggy.
No, you don't have to do that. And I'll
No,
pull you back
stop.
out. You're
You
fine.
pull me by
I
my
took-
tail.
I took care of everything. Hey, you're fine. I got you. It's fine. Just had to mention Empress. And Moon.
Name dropping.
Yeah. It's your specialty bow. I thought I'd try it, and it worked. So
Works all the time.
all the time.
Great. We should go. And I crawl back into the buggy.
I'm gonna
Alright.
follow her lead, and I get into the driver's seat.
Roll after them and go into the back.
Okay.
Anders, come back here.
Oh, okay. And
Iris,
I point out
do
on
you
the
mind
map.
helping Moon drive for a little bit?
No, I love seeing the visuals of the surrounding environment.
Well,
I
this
also
surrounding
love
environment
driving.
might be quite dangerous. So take this route here, and Drakmore's right here. But we might run into some stuff. Just let you know. All right, good. I pat her on the shoulder and go in the back. With Rue.
Okay, do you not want to drive? Do you want to drive?
No. And I go in the back with Rue.
Okay.
I shall be
Alright.
your co-pilot.
And I look at her, and I extend a hand.
It's like one of those really hard, like anime
Yeah, like
slams.
super anime handshake.
The ice is completely melted, so you have to take it easy. Sorry.
Is there like
Okay.
privacy in the back?
No.
Okay, I just lay down flat. Okay, Anders, tell me when we're out of the city.
Okay.
You can see right into the buggy. I mean, it's straight up like a roll cage over the top. Basically, it's not even like a covered dune buggy.
It's a dune.
I'll have like a blanket or a tarp over me, like a bedroll over me, just hiding underneath
I just
it.
shake my head because I've already told him multiple times, so I'll just let her have her fun. It's fine.
I look back. I believe the cheesecloth would be more breathable for you, Rue, if you would like to hide.
Oh yeah, I open my inventory, take the cheesecloth out, just put it on just my face, and then I'm laying down. Great.
Where'd she go?
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna start driving. And I start vroom, but very slow vroom. There's very little start
At least out
since
of the
we're
city.
low.
Yeah. We're not low. It's just that I don't have the ice on it, so we can't.
Oh, we didn't get
You
any
Right,
can
no
ice.
floor it,
overheating.
but
Water.
yeah.
Well, we probably
Yeah.
would have refueled and everything in
Yeah,
town.
yeah.
but it's
if
not
you-
ice, right?
Yeah,
It's
if
not
you,
like. Yeah.
So if you went to Almira's transport and you told them like you were heading to Drakmore or whatever, they probably would have given you like the usual route that people take, which is generally like close to the tree line. And
Oh yeah. 'Cause you don't get there in front of you. Yeah.
They usually, they recommend that you don't make any sort of trip to Infernia directly from Vermissa. That's super dangerous. But they do recommend like staying around the tree line to Drakmore.
Once we clear out of the city limits, I'll open my inventory and hold up, much in the same fashion, the bow that I stole. Look at what I got.
Is it?
I look in the back for just a second.
You definitely did not steal the bow. I need to be very clear. You did not
She
steal
has
it.
my old
Oh.
bow. I
You
was
failed.
kidding. Oh.
Oh.
You
It's a
failed. I'm
sign-
sorry.
it's
I
a-
need to be clear.
It's
You
a
did not
sign with
steal
It's
it.
a sign with the bow on it.
Yeah, it's just a piece of paper. I'm like, eh?
Yeah.
That's a cutout for measuring.
The dwarf stopped you. You rolled a 4.
Okay,
I'll-
that's fine.
I'll hug her and say, well, that's what they do to measure to make sure the bow will actually fit. You know, who's using
I just
it.
like face plant my
No,
head
no.
into your chest and I just start
It's-
crying.
Oh, it's
I
fine. Look,
tried
look.
so hard. I even used the smoke bomb
No,
and I tried. I had
no,
a
you-
liquor face. It tasted so bad. It tasted like
Ugh.
sawdust. And
Yeah, don't do that. Okay, and I'll just comfort her on the way. I'll show her the other bow later. Oh,
Rue. Oh no.
you'll-
And I
you'll
offer
hear-
licked a
part of my
face?
glove for you to like wipe your nose on.
It's
Oh,
like-
goodness.
Ugh.
Oh,
Like a
Oh,
trail
there,
when you
there,
pull your
there.
hand back.
oh,
Thanks, Moon. You're such
It's
a
a
good
mini bow
friend.
on
yeah.
her.
Anytime.
She's leaking more than I do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just a bit.
So,
I cry myself into a nap.
Oh.
yeah. You make the journey from Vermissa, Drakmore. Somebody make me a D6 roll, please, for travel roll.
Fire.
Okay,
Bo,
roll
bo, bo.
1d6 5.
damn.
Okay.
Doyle.
Sorry, let me check on something.
5 dragons swoop out of the sky.
Mm.
Please don't give Whack the idea.
It's the wood
A
dragons. They're just
fully
adorable,
headed
and they pick us
shows
up
up.
and fly us there.
Idea like I don't have a table. Okay. All right. So
This is not crowd control.
this takes you a little while to do this trip. You're trying to stay safe. You're trying to stay on the edge of the forest line. This is going to take you. Sorry. Probably about 2 days. However, it's pretty much smooth sailing. It's just a matter of like navigating some difficult areas, and finding water and stuff that slows you down. It was like slower travel this time. It was a little bit harder to find water. It was a little bit, maybe you saw a few like scary things in the sky. Like you saw like some big dragons here and there. There where you're like, okay, let's go back into the forest and just wait it out. So it takes you about a full 2 days. But eventually, you make your way to the town of Drakmore. It's sort of maybe not what you're expecting. It's a pretty small town. You can see effectively like that it is built inside of a small valley. It is what looks to be stone that is clearly taken from the cliffs nearby to make a lot of the buildings here. There are some teal domes on some of the buildings and some tall towers. The orange reflections of the stone kind of cascade around the town, and it's probably pretty unimpressive when you make your way in here. It's kind of small, and you can see most of the people are kind of they're not quite very lively. They just look tired. As you make your way in, you can see that there's maybe a few caravans that are leading in and out as you start to slow down the buggy. But you can see that there's a crude sign put up just outside the valley, labeling this place Drakmore.
Wow, this place is depressing.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It's no Hollywood.
I don't know, but I was just kind of expecting there would be more plants.
This place has a giant laboratory, I believe, so maybe they experimented on everything until things, well, turned out looking like this. Maybe even themselves, as I look around at populace walking around.
Yeah. There's like a... I'm so sorry to cut you off. What were you going to say, Stella?
Sorry, real quick, I'd like to smell the air. Can I catch hints of anything?
Yeah, it's, I think you can smell, like, there's some acrid smells, that are kind of making their way around. There's a little bit of sulfur you can smell.
I can smell chemicals, maybe.
Yeah, a little bit of that rotten egg kind of smell.
Oh.
Just a little bit,
Did
not
somebody
like
fart?
overpowering.
No. Just, I think it might just, maybe it's sewers?
At any rate, we should probably be on guard here. If there are secrets that we are going to uncover, I am sure the people holding them do not wish for them to leak out.
Yeah.
Well, I already contacted the Empress while we were in Vermissa. She eagers to know
Pen
about her.
pals.
She is quite fiery, but... And I bite my tongue and look at Boone. Well, anyway.
Did you talk to her?
I mean,
Uh-oh.
talking's a bit much. I just sent her a message, just let her know that we were in Vermissa.
Well, no, I mean, you said you'd have communication.
Yeah, it was fine. It was a quick
okay.
message. She,
Yeah, she's good.
seems like it. She was like very calm. It was like updating you when you know, what you find in Drakmore.
Oh, good. Okay.
Thank goodness she wasn't, because, you know, I kind of showed that off to those at the shop, because, you know, they thought someone like Rue would steal something. Wild, right? Yeah.
Parking.
Yes, exactly. Perfect.
And I pull into a little spot. It's not really parking, but it definitely looks like there are other vehicles over here.
Mm-hmm.
So
Does
we're
she roll
just
for
gonna
parallel parking?
beep.
While she's parking, I'm definitely looking at how everyone else is looking at us. I want to make sure that they're not like vehicle or like people. You know, I don't know how different we look.
Difficulty 10.
Insight, you said?
Yep.
My insight is fantastic. I promise you. I am. Wow. Okay, can I spend a Fabula point to get a point?
Yes.
will
Hold on,
do
let me
that.
just double check exactly what that does.
I might
You
have
would need to invoke a
something,
bond.
right?
Yeah, that's bond based for that one.
A bond?
Yeah.
Mhm. If you
Yeah,
wish
that's
to
awesome.
re-roll, then it would
Nope.
be
I'm leaving
your
it at a 9.
background.
Ah. All that.
Yeah, from what you can see, I mean, everybody just kind of looks worn down.
Mm.
You don't really notice any, like, big eyes on you or anything. I think that, like, general vibe in this place, though, is there definitely looks like there's a lot of poor people here.
Hold on to your purses.
I will take a group check for insight, difficulty 10, or something else.
I'll do it.
Nut me.
Insight, difficulty 10. Nice.
Moon is doing this, correct? Yes. Why?
Ooh,
That's a
fumble.
critical
That's a
fumble. You get a
fumble.
Fabula point, though.
Thank you.
Ugh. Double ones. All right.
Ouchies.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say, it takes you kind of just like a while to get situated here, to find a parking space, to find any kind. Like you're kind of like basically pushed around almost. It seems like wherever you try to park, somebody's like, "Hey, you can't park here," or whatever. Move this rig.
Right. Sorry. Where are we supposed to go? I back up again.
So this is just it's like if you try to go to a the like a big
Sporting
city
event.
a big
something?
city, like some big
Okay.
event is happening and
Yeah.
trying to find a parking space.
It's
Like
Vegas.
it's just it's a nightmare. So
Crowded
it's
here.
just it's like awkward too. There's lots of times where you like go down the wrong path and like you have to stop and turn around and back up. Somebody's got to get out. Like, all right, back up. Yeah. You know, it's one of those. It takes you like an hour finally to get, parked.
Okay, all right. I think we're here. No one's coming up to us this time. We should be good. And I put it in park.
Is
Everyone
there a
good?
meter we have to fill or something?
What?
A meter?
Oh. I don't.
There's really
See
not
anything.
a lot of like vehicles here. I think you can see that there are trucks and things. There is quite clearly like a quarry or something in this town.
Mm-hmm. There aren't any parking officers anywhere.
Not really.
All right.
Just like annoyed people, like you don't understand where to, park that thing.
As I climb out of the buggy, I'll start big stretches and I'll flip open my quest log and see if it's updated.
It is. the quest log is now flashing on investigate Drakmore Laboratories.
Oh, we're here. The log's updated too.
Okay. Well, this might prove difficult. I don't know the relations that this place has with the Empress or you, Moon.
Probably not great, if I'm going to assume.
Well, we have the blessings of the Empress. I have proof of it.
Do we? I mean, I don't know if they're blessings.
Come on, we do. Okay, we need to talk particulars. Who's going to do the talking?
Maybe you?
I could try. I slosh up.
Well, I mean, I suppose you could too, Bo.
Or potentially I could.
Yeah.
Iris, of course, if you'd like.
Yeah, you're a little bit more
A little bit of a
soft-spoken than the rest of
softer
us.
way of approaching it. Unless, Moon,
I'm
are
plenty
you
soft.
sure?
It's true.
I'm gonna lay low for a while and just keep my mouth shut.
In your hands, in your...
Is anybody looking at us right now?
Yeah, there's probably a few people kind of glancing.
I'm pretty suspicious of the crowd. I don't like it here.
I wave at them.
They look kind of suspicious at you.
You know, if there's anyone here trying to kill you, it'll be here. It's a joke. Okay.
Yeah, that's thanks.
So, are we looking to go directly to the laboratories?
I think so. I think it might be the best.
Directly, but yeah.
And we have permission to do so. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
I will walk over to one of the people who are staring at us. Excuse me?
What do you want?
Hello. My name is Iris, and we have been invited to the laboratories here. Do you know where it is that we can find them?
They point to a switchback along the eastern cliff.
Thank you very much.
Way over there.
They're just kind of looking you up and down. Ellendrath.
That is correct. And I will do an Ellendrath curtsy.
They look kind of puzzled, shake their head, and begin to walk away.
So what'd you find?
Well, they say the laboratories are over that way.
All the smoke?
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah. All right. Stay close, everyone. And I'll hug, not physically hug, but hug tight to Moon, as in like closely be closer to her.
I'll keep my head on a swivel to see if people follow us.
Sure. Yeah, this switchback is about as wide as a truck, somewhere around there. And it just kind of meanders up the eastern cliff. It's a bit of a hike. You start walking up this, and it's taking you a while to finally make your way up. It's 10 minutes of just walking uphill, effectively. You make your way up onto a sort of plateau. And in the distance, you can see a very different looking building. There's a sort of smoky haze up here. The building, I think, triggers something in all of you. As you see this building, it evokes maybe a few memories for you of home. It's a sort of brutalist looking building.
I disengage from Enders to go up to the building and kind of put my hand on it. You really don't see this texture a lot out here.
Do you know what this looks like? I know what this looks like.
What
This
does it
looks
look
like a fucking admin building.
It is quite
Yes.
modern looking.
It's completely different from the outskirts.
Hmm.
I don't like it.
Whoa,
It
this
looks
looks
like
like
my
the
first
building that
FPS
we
map.
work in.
You know, now that you mention it, I don't like it.
It's familiar and it doesn't belong here.
Highly familiar.
For the game company that made Regalia, you know how you can kind of look up video game, what is it, like developer buildings, kind of like their main HQs on Google and stuff?
Mhm.
I imagine that Iris would have been curious. I have been before. Does it resemble at all what their HQ building looked like? If I have,
It will take an insight. This will be difficulty 12.
12. All right. 19 success.
That was almost a crit.
Spiky.
Yeah, it does.
I freeze in place, and I look like I've just seen a ghost.
I think more than anything, Iris, it's a little surprising, almost, that you remember it.
Iris, wait. You look like you've seen a ghost. Wait, are there ghosts?
Ghosts? And do I remember the name of the company that made this game?
Oh.
You can make another insight. This will be difficulty 14.
Success.
Crossware Entertainment.
Crossway.
The Crossware Entertainment Building.
The hell is that?
Do
The
I remember?
developers.
Albus.
GM, do any of us remember what the company Crossway is? You mentioned how
Open checks. Insight.
I'm gonna say I don't. Flat out.
10.
11.
I think it sounds familiar, but no. And that's wrong.
What's that?
The game developers. This is exactly like the building that they worked in. I looked this up on and I'm cradling my head. I feel all kinds of woozy at the moment.
Maybe you should stop thinking so hard. Let's figure out why the hell this building's here and who's inside.
Where's the entrance?
Yeah, the entrance is like on this side over here.
The door?
Yeah, just a simple staircase and door setup. It just kind of looks like a glass door reflecting a lot of the haze that's out and about here. This very clay-like, like red soil.
Probably want to suggest not to say anything about what you are thinking you remember or anything of that nature as to whoever we seen first. I would want to keep it to yourself because I don't know. Have a bad.
don't
Yes,
like
are
how-
you okay to go in?
Yes, but I will just keep an eye out if the rest of you could handle the talking.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm great at talking.
I think Enders has a good point. I think we should keep Regalia Con and all of that to ourselves until we learn more.
Okay.
Right.
Huh? Okay.
Guess I'll walk up to the front with Moon.
I'm still
walk
studying
inside.
it.
Yeah. You walk
Oh, it just
inside.
opens up? Oh.
It just opens up. A lot of cement in here. you can already tell the interior looks significantly more luxurious than the exterior. There's lots of dark, rich woods and really like intricately carved things. Also, a very glaring bit stares out at you, sticks out at you, I should say, because there are computer monitors around. And there are displays that say Drakmore Laboratories, Redstone Research, Emberstone Research, sorry.
What?
As you walk in, you can see a front desk, a receptionist-like area up ahead. There is someone seated there. A woman in sort of a black uniform, black clothing. Very different looking clothing than you've seen so far here. Looks like lab tech clothing, basically, like somebody wearing like a lab uniform, black. Can I help
I
you?
turn to Enders. You
Yes, you can help us. We're, where are we?
You're in Drakmore Laboratories.
I'll surge forward and slam my hand on the reception desk. We are here from the League of Health and Safety Inspectors, and we have been brought here on charge of the Empress.
Oh, you're the group that the Empress was sending for a tour.
Exactly.
Yes, we were contacted yesterday.
Good.
Please, wait a moment. I will summon someone to begin your tour.
Thank you.
Is this person speaking Old World language or what we
Speaking
speaking as Old?
Regalian, from what you can tell.
Okay,
The flat accent, just like anybody else.
and they're
Yeah.
human.
They are human, yeah.
Okay.
Shortly thereafter, a very nondescript looking man, sort of plain features, brown hair, some glasses, walks up to you and says, "Hello there. My name is Randall. I will be your tour guide today. I understand that the Empress herself has secured you a tour here. You must be the savior." Walks up and shakes your hand, Moon.
yes.
Very well.
Hi.
The consortium is looking to investigate the laboratory, as I understand it.
Right.
That's
Very well. I'll show you our research facilities. Please, follow me.
Sure. And I look back at the group. Everyone ready?
oh fuck. I just mumble under my breath because they've been warned. And I just kind of fold myself up and nod, and I'll walk beside Moon.
Tour time.
Yes. And I will be towards the end of the group. I'm looking for any sign of, I guess, anything that maybe is out of place, or maybe that if anybody is following us, or if there's any information. I'm scanning the area is what I'm trying to say. I'm looking for important stuff.
Fucking Emberstone, that's out of place
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
There's Emberstone here. It's clear that they're doing research on Emberstone. There's Emberstone here. Yes, as you can see, we have been given leave by the consortium to continue our research on Emberstone. The first floor here has some of our main research. This is essentially our public research and development floor. We have various scholars from Syntharis They often present various findings on Emberstone's safe usage, as well as public demonstrations. Now, since the Emberstone Consortium has shut down most of the usage of Emberstone, we don't have as many public demonstrations. We keep it on a need to perform basis as required by the Consortium.
How close are we?
To the Emberstone?
Yes.
Probably 10 feet.
I want to walk up to it and place my hand upon it.
Sure. There's like various groups of people kind of like moving about. Iris, give me an open insight, please.
I would like to use a Fabula point to re-roll that, using my inquisitive background trait, if possible.
Okie doke.
$11.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like what you might expect. There looks like there are groups of research that are having various conversations. There's like significantly higher levels of technology than you've seen in the town of Drakmore. Drakmore is like way underdeveloped compared to this place. There's like smart boards, that kind of stuff, and you can see they're like around these boards and like writing notes and stuff. It looks like, present day in our world.
And does it appear as though there are any silhouettes in any of the Emberstones?
No, there does not.
Does anything happen when I touch it? I place my hand gently on it. It's not like I'm pushing and slapping it or anything.
If you walk up to it, please do not touch the Emberstone.
I look at the others.
What?
Fuck it. I was in one of these.
Excuse me?
Yeah. I was in one of these.
As Enders talks to this individual, I'm gonna slide up behind them and just gently put my hand on it.
Dex and Dex. Difficulty 12. That's a crit. Okay, that's really important.
Because I heard boss music.
Yeah, that's really important because how would you like to spend your opportunity?
This is very important.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ. It's too much.
Stare into the eye of silence.
Information's one of them. Lost items.
Yeah, we'll go with information. We need more information here.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause I want to see the reaction. I wanted to touch it.
Yeah.
I understand the Empress's decision to go along with the consortium. It doesn't mean that I agree with it.
Rue, when you go to touch the Emberstone, you hear a familiar voice. There is a voice you remember. It was last time you heard that voice was at Regalia Con.
as I pull my hand away from it, I look to Enders. Bro, why did I just hear the director of RegaliaCon's voice when I touched that?
I cover her mouth immediately when she says that. Like right when she's about to spill the books. I hear regat and I cover her mouth.
Yeah. You catch a glimpse of someone taking an elevator. A group of people taking an elevator down. And it's not the director of RegaliaCon that you remember, Hiru. That is the voice of Tim Cross, the creator of Regalia.
I slowly move my hand.
Excuse me, please don't touch the Emberstone.
Yeah.
We're doing research on it. Any sort of disruption to the Emberstone will cause our measurements to go off here.
Sorry. We, like I said.
Perhaps we continue the tour.
I slowly remove my hand from her mouth and then pull my hand on her shoulder and squeeze.
Where is the savior?
Oh, fuck.
Who?
Did we see her go anywhere?
She was right beside me, but I walked up. And I'm sorry.
Moon?
I try to sniff the air.
There's a staticky kind of smell. Your fur starts to like rise up a little bit. Rue? Whoever's looking at the Emberstone.
Oh, eyes are locked.
You notice that something is beginning to shake. There is a strange rumbling that begins to take place. Okay, if everybody could, please, it appears that there is a,
Get in
some
cover!
sort of disturbance
Everyone get in cover!
in the lab. If everyone, please, everyone starts to panic, and you can hear, like, everything begin to sort of shake as suddenly various things begin to explode around the lab as everything begins to crumble all around you.
Moon!
Ruby, come here!
Everything